24 hours ago, Abyss launched on Roblox, and I decided to do the dumbest possible thing. Jump in blind, alone, and see how far a real beginner could push in a single hour. No private server scouts, no friends spoon-feeding me callouts, just me, a cracked oxygen tank, and a very hungry Kraken. This video is that exact run. The steps that worked, the ones that almost got me drowned, and the route that lets you sprint toward content before everyone else figures out how to swim. So, what is Abyss? Think underwater RuneScape with fishing, questing, artifacts, and a built-in panic attack mechanic called Oxygen. It's built by part of the Forge dev team, which means you should expect weekly systems updates and power creep. The loop is simple on paper. Feed the Kraken, cash in quests, use the rewards to upgrade your harpoon gun and tubes, then push into deeper biomes for rarer fish, better artifacts, and more star shards. The goal for day 1 is to unlock the Kraken quest line, snag the first meaningful harpoon upgrade, and set yourself up to break into Ancient Sands, a zone that actually pays. Before you even touch the water, finish the tutorial and talk to the Kraken. Then open the cog icon in the top left, type the only working launch code, release, and hit redeem. IGN's February update confirmed it drops 100 star shards, 5 small oxygen pods, and a speed potion. Those shards mean you can re-roll your race instantly, but I'm impatient. I spent 1100 Robux chasing the 0.2% Kraken race, which is probably the worst financial decision I've made all week, but also totally worth it. Kraken race buffs your oxygen economy and damage scaling, and the aura looks sick. If you land it, flex on everyone. If you don't, grab any perk that boosts oxygen or swim speed and save up for more rerolls later. Just know that the dopamine hit from seeing that purple Kraken tag pop is unreal. Once you're done gambling, stack every quest you can reach. Virelia, Mr. Black, the scientist near the teleporter pad, talk to all of them, then circle back to the Kraken. Game 8's beginner guide hammers this because all of those objectives overlap. When you finish Kraken Quests 1 through 5, you turn in 3 NPCs worth of tasks at once, and your inventory floods with XP, credits, and sometimes star shards. Forgotten Deep, the starting zone, might look simple, but there's a specific checklist you can't skip. Clear Kraken Quests 1 through 5 first. That unlocks the normal tube and the advanced gun. Both are enormous upgrades. They stretch your oxygen bar, bump your harpoon damage, and increase how much weight you can carry before you sink like a brick. The moment those quests are done, start saving for the Pufferfish Tube from Kraken Quest 6. The Pufferfish Tube is the golden ticket that lets you survive the swim to Ancient Sands without passing out halfway. Oxygen is the real boss fight in this game. Every dive begins draining your tank, and when it hits 0, you lose credits and whatever fish you haven't sold. I learned that the hard way. My first dive, I swam 20 meters, heard the alarm screech, mashed an oxygen pod, and still barely surfaced with my screen almost blacked out. That panic never truly goes away, but you can manage it. Refill at the dock dispenser every run, hotkey the free oxygen pods from the release code, and memorize the location of every air pocket. The cave beneath the giant arch is your best friend. Treat it like a safe room. And if the audio muffles or the edges of your screen go dark, that's not ambiance, that's the game yelling, "Swim back now." While you're figuring out how not to drown, grab every treasure chest you see. They drip feed XP, credits, and star shards. Same with artifacts. Equip the best stats instantly. Oxygen bonuses, harpoon damage, swim speed, they all stack on top of your upgrades. It's like stacking focus points in a Roblox roguelite. The more small buffs you layer, the easier it gets. Once you reach the Kraken, the training wheels come off. Kraken Quests 1 through 5 give you the normal tube and advanced gun. You also unlock selling fish directly to the Kraken, unless you paid for the Sell Anywhere pass. Kraken Quest 6 points you at the Pufferfish Tube, which is the first tube that can actually leave the kiddie pool. Game 8 flat out says to skip the fire tube and air rifle. The credits are better spent rushing higher gear tiers. Upgrade priorities go like this. First, dump star shards into your harpoon gun. Even one upgrade cuts the time you spend fighting, and that means more oxygen saved. Second, spend credits on tubes. After the Pufferfish Tube, your next milestone is the Boat Tube plus Crossbow Gun combo from Marcus in Ancient Sands. 10,000 credits covers both, and that kit shreds almost every fish in the second zone. Keep 50 shards in your back pocket if you want to reroll your race again later, but in terms of raw power, weapon upgrades pay the biggest dividends early. Before you leave Forgotten Deep, finish the Scientist quest to unlock the teleporter. Without Sell Anywhere, you'll be sprinting back to the dock constantly to unload fish. The teleporter turns that slog into a 3-second fast travel, and the fee per trip is nothing compared to the time saved. Alright, let's talk actual gameplay. After I finally stopped drowning myself, I followed the question mark objective under the giant archway. That leads to a Crazy Jeff sign pointing into a cave with an air pocket. Sprint there, breathe, then pop out and talk to Marcus near the giant skeleton. Marcus is your new best friend. He sells the Boat Tube and Crossbow Gun, and he dumps massive quests on you that balloon your credit balance. Grumpy Hank nearby does the same, but he lives in shark territory, so don't ego them unless you can take a hit. Kiting sharks into the cave and resetting oxygen became part of my cardio routine. Money matters because the real unlock is the Wasted Gun plus Rukiry Tube combo. 58,000 credits total. Once you have that, Spirit Roots opens up, and Abyss stops feeling like a tutorial. Let me recap the entire Day 1 plan. 1. Redeem code RELEASE after finishing the tutorial. 2. If you're insane like me, spend Robux chasing the 0.2% Kraken race. Otherwise, reroll with star shards until you get a perk you like. 3. Accept quests from Virelia, Mr. Black, the Scientist, and the Kraken. 4. Clear Kraken Quests 1 through 5 to unlock the normal tube and advanced gun. 5. Save for the Pufferfish Tube via Kraken Quest 6. 6. Finish the Scientist's quest to unlock the teleporter. 7. Follow the archway to Ancient Sands, buy the Boat Tube and Crossbow Gun from Marcus. 8. Farm Marcus and Grumpy Hank quests until you can afford the Wasted Gun and Rukiry Tube. 9. Once that combo is yours, start pushing Spirit Roots and prepping for whatever updates Fire Attack drops next. That's my entire first hour inside Abyss. One extra tip that saved me later. Sell smart. Commons and uncommons respawn constantly, so dump those at the Kraken to keep cash flowing. But if you snag anything rare or higher, stash it until your tube and oxygen can guarantee a safe trip back. I keep one inventory slot empty at all times, so I can grab a rare catch without panicking. That way a random shark hit doesn't delete 5 minutes of progress. Artifacts matter more than I expected. Even a common feather with a tiny swim speed bonus changed how aggressive I could be. Later I found a mutated skull that boosted harpoon damage, so I'd swap artifacts based on what I was doing. Speed for travel, damage for farming. Treat artifacts like temporary enchantments. Equip the best stats you have, then replace them the moment something better drops. Keep an eye on your weight stat as well. If you're suddenly moving like you're stuck in cement, it's because your tube's weight limit is capped. Dump the lowest value fish first, clear space, and then keep fishing. Having a rhythm for discarding junk prevents those "why am I crawling" moments mid-mission. Because Abyss is brand new, updates are going to roll in fast. I get into the habit of checking the in-game news board or the Roblox event page before each session. If a new code drops or an NPC shifts quests, you want to know before diving 40 meters down with outdated objectives. It's the easiest way to stay ahead of patch tweaks, especially when the devs come from a game that loved weekly changes. Finally, set up a simple checklist for every dive. Refill oxygen, grab quests, sell old fish, check artifacts, then go. That routine alone kept me from forgetting a turn-in or drowning with a full bag. Now that Ancient Sands is unlocked, my next goals are mapping Spirit Roots, testing how the Kraken race scales past level 10, and figuring out which artifacts are worth grinding for long-term. If you want breakdowns on those next zones or a full artifact guide, let me know. I'm already neck deep in this ocean.